Welcome to Hudoo University. I am Dr. Huso Eber, but you may call me Professor Huso. We are pleased that you have chosen Hudoo University, which is indeed one of the finest institutions of learning in all of Washington County. As Dean and Chair of Religion here, I've been asked to help you matriculate into our school. What does it mean to matriculate, you may ask? Well, it's basically a big word that we academics use to say that we want you to get into school, to do well, and to graduate. So this is a 10-week lesson plan to introduce you to topics that are important to your well-being while here at Hudoo. Please pay close attention. There will be a quiz at the end. Today I would like to talk to you about moving into the dorms. When you move to campus, you will find yourself strangely unsettled as you move into a college dorm room. For one thing, you can sometimes still smell the socks of the people who lived there the semester before. We do our best to clean the dorm rooms well, but there's only so much one can achieve with bleach. When you will move in, you will probably discover something amazing about your roommate. Your roommate will be like two things at once. That is, your roommate will be very much like you, and yet very much unlike you. How is that possible, you say? What is this complex philosophical dialectic you propose? Well, I invite you to take a look at these pictures. You will find that even though the pictures compare two different things, they look very much alike. We all know that puppies and humans are very different. Yet in this picture, you will observe amazing similarities between a happy puppy and a happy baby. As you see, they are alike and yet different all at once. Much like this talk show host and this monkey. Or this Hollywood actor and this puppy, who look like they go to the same beauty shop. Notice further the differences and similarities between these two primates. Sometimes the similarities can even be found between otters and politicians. One of the messages that Hudoo University wants to get across to you is that when God decided to move into the dormitory that is life on earth, God left his home in heaven to become one of us. When he did this, God became a person, specifically Jesus of Nazareth. And oddly enough, even though he is different than us because he is God, he is also the same as us because he is human. We believe this is possible because it is possible to be two things at once. To use the language of the classroom, Jesus is both your classmate and your teacher at once. The Gospel of John says that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh and pitched a tent among us. That means God decided to become our roommate, and when God did that, we learned a lot about God. Part of what we learn is that to share the news about what God is like and who God is and how much God loves people, we need to pitch our tents in the lives of those around us. We need to be like them and unlike them at the same time. We need to understand what they mean when they talk, but we need to have something special to say to them, something special about the love of God. That's it for this lesson, class. Please remain in your seats until the bell rings. My assistant will now give you your quiz. Until next week, this is Professor Huso saying good night and good news.